Hi, Jim Roemer with your Weather Wealth and Climate Intelligence Commodity Weather Report. What's going on in the world of commodities? First of all, you could get a 2-week free trial period if you have not already at my website, bestweatherinc.com. Weather Wealth has the only newsletter in the world that also has trading strategies. Though past performance is not indicative of future results. Look, we outline various grain, soft commodity, natural gas, option, ETF, and future strategies. And for a fraction of the cost, we have a monthly newsletter called Climate Intelligence. Has all sorts of interesting stories about the climate, occasionally a recommendation here or there, not as much as Weather Wealth. And we talk about various things like now this first hurricane in space that was ever recorded. Interesting stories about solar cycles, climate change, weather, you name it, with the Climate Intelligence newsletter on our website. Once again, Weather Wealth is much more geared to trading and giving you investment ideas. Right now, a lot going on, obviously. The big news in the grain market is still this heat and drought developing over Argentina, which produces quite a bit of soybeans, the third biggest producer of soybeans in the world. But the volatility in grains, other than this drought that's helped the soybean market recently, has been due to the stronger dollar and also the fact that demand tends to shy off this time of the year for grains after a stellar bull move over the last few months. The Brazil real has been falling, and that makes coffee and sugar cheaper in U.S. dollar terms. Look at this dryness that we saw back in the fall there, spring in South America. The coffee crop has been hurt. It could be down about 30% this year. What will happen in the future? How do you take advantage of option strategies in coffee? We have some really great recommendations recently in coffee. Well, you have to stay tuned to our newsletters. Will coffee explode? Again, it partly depends if this real begins to rally because there's all these political issues going on down in South America. But we have a software program here in-house called Climate Predict that can look out months in advance for global commodities. This is how the dry areas were back in October, December, where you see over northern Brazil that affected some of the soybean and also coffee crop. Coffee exploded a week ago, only to be selling off again on the weaker Brazil real. Look to the left of your screen, the right of my head. The driest October through December periods are listed on my software program. I'm going to be taking these analog years, and I'm going to be looking at long-term cycles in various commodities, from natural gas to grains to coffee, and even for cocoa, where you begin to see some dryness developing in the red in West Africa. Cocoa's rallied off the lows because of ideas demand will increase post-COVID-19. Cocoa demand has really been hurt, like everything else, for the last year or so, and crops have been good, but we are seeing a little bit of dryness and some of the red. Will that continue? Well, you have to subscribe to one of my newsletters. Again, my in-house software tends to look months in advance for global commodities. We had a bullish recommendation in wheat for a while, but look at this rain coming into the plains possibly in 10 to 15 days. Is that going to be a drought breaker? Because if it doesn't break the drought the next 6 to 8 weeks, a critical time here in the plains wheat growing areas, you see most of it, 22% to 30% actually down in Kansas and Oklahoma has grown. That weather pattern of the next 2 months will dictate wheat price futures as well as what's happening in Russia and the European situation. We have some option strategies for you as well. From down here in sunny Florida, and we hope you join us and go to our website. Thank you.